We've had several obesity experts tell us that some people with obesity have a negative inner dialogue happening, and that comes from internalized bias. So tell us, what is internalized bias, and how might someone figure out if that's something they're experiencing?
So understanding internalized bias, what we need to first understand about what bias is. So bias usually is a negative word. You have a negative feeling about a certain thing, and that could be about you, about yourself. Where does that negative bias come from? That negative bias, we're not born with it. It comes from our external cues. And those external cues are stigma. So stigma is an image that we see of somebody living with obesity, shoving food into their mouth or wearing the wrong type of shirt. And that reinforces our bias that they've got problems. And if we didn't have that bias before, we now certainly have it, because that stigmatizing picture makes us think that. And that's like a stereotype. And these stereotypical pictures and images are not just exposed to people not living with obesity, exposed to everybody. So the person living with obesity themselves sees themselves in a very negative light. They start to believe it, and they start to have an inner dialogue that I'm not good enough, I'm not even worthy of care, I'm not worthy of love, and that is a major challenge.